Hello, my people. Welcome back to my channel. Today is another beautiful day, so I'm here again to give you some information, and then I want to give advice to new students that are coming to Estonia, people that will be arriving in few months and few days, about dating in Estonia. Most especially people that come from Africa. There is a difference between the way you go about dating in Nigeria or in other African country compared to the way dating goes in Estonia. So this is basically what I want to speak to us about today. And then, so that I'm not going to be forgetting some points, I have my laptop with me, so I'll be looking at some of the points that I wanted to make so that I'm going to give you the points undiluted. I saw a video recently about a guy in UK that just arrived UK around 3 months ago, and he probably went to online dating and he wanted to find people that he would date online. But unfortunately for him, he was chatting with people that are considered children. That is, children that are below the age of 18, because according to UK law, anybody that is below the age of 18 is considered to be a child. So this guy was chatting with them, with the intention of dating them.
Yeah,
Kenneth, what's your surname?
I don't understand all this.
Can you
So
just
your full name?
What's your full name?
I want to know why.
I will tell you in a second.
No, you can't just be videoing me and be telling me that. That's
Yeah.
what I have to tell my landlord.
Your landlord will be told.
Warriors of Children. Yeah? Warriors of Children. So, what that is?
If
Right.
you listen to the girl, she'll explain
Right.
everything.
You have been speaking to a child online.
On chat online.
You have been speaking to a child online.
Okay.
On, do not name the apps where you've been speaking to these kids. What age are the kids that you're speaking to?
The kids.
The kids, the children.
Don't say their names.
Okay. We chat. They were like, they like me. I told them, how old are you?
Excuse me, they
Yeah.
like you.
I told them, how old are you?
One is 14.
Yes, I told them, how old are you? They said, they are 14.
Yeah?
I told them, okay. Then why are you chatting me up?
No,
No, I did.
no, because I have seen everything you have sent to these children. It's been sent across to me.
And me too.
I have seen everything. What you have said to these kids. How many children are you speaking to?
No, just two.
Just two.
Yes.
Too
You're
many.
too many.
No.
But I know for one, you are lying.
No, I'm not lying.
You are speaking to more than two children.
I'm not lying.
You're speaking to more than two children.
No, I'm not lying. No, the fact that when I saw them online, I was
Would
like,
I say three?
no,
Would I say four?
no, just two. I'm serious.
I will say one thing that actually happened to the guy. The guy is actually ignorant of the law in the country that he is currently living. So I want, that is the one of the reasons why I'm making this video, so that we can give ourselves insight, understanding the law, the custom and tradition of any country that you are migrating to. In every area, either if you want to date or common day-to-day living, you need to understand where you are going and what their ways are, their custom and tradition, their law, rules, regulation, and everything before you start doing a lot of things. Because what really made the situation to be worse for the guy is only because of ignorance. I will say something to you that I have also experienced this before. I won't lie to you, some of these young girls, because at that age they want to be adventurous, they might even be the one that will come to you first. But you need to understand the fact that, I mean, once you are an adult, you have nothing to do with a child. When I came in my own time, I have somebody that helped me and he lectured me about how to behave in Europe generally, because this person is in Finland as at that time. So he actually specifically warned me against going too close to anybody that is referred to as a child in Europe. Even all these young babies, if they are curious to greet you or something like that, just greet them from afar. Even if they want to be playing with you and everything, just greet them from afar. Don't go too close, because it might not go well with people when they see you, because you understand they have rules and regulation and everything. So you need to be very careful how to behave when you are not in your country, most especially when you are in the Western countries. So this is basically what I want to talk about today. Dating customs and cultures can vary significantly between countries, but I will specifically say there's differences and similarities in dating, specifically between Nigeria and Estonia. That's basically what I'm going to be discussing with us today. The number one on my list is that for everybody that is coming to Estonia, you first of all need to understand the cultural differences. Estonia is a northern European country with a mix of influences from neighboring countries like Finland, Sweden, and Russia. It has more liberal and Western oriented culture. You understand, I was mentioning Western countries. So they have Western culture orientation in Estonia. On the other hand, Nigeria is a West African country with diverse cultural heritage, comprising numerous ethnic groups with distinct traditions and customs. So, yeah, that is us in Nigeria. The second thing I'm going to talk about is approach to dating, which is the major reason why I am making this video. Estonia dating tends to follow a more casual and egalitarian approach. People often meet through social cycles, dating platforms, like all these dating apps. It's very common in Estonia. In fact, it's a major platform for you if you actually want to date in Estonia. Or at social events, there is a focus on getting to know the person and building a connection based on shared interests and values. So that is usually what Estonians look if they actually want to date you. On the other hand, in Nigeria, this is what we usually look when we want to date. So dating in Nigeria can be more traditional and influenced by cultural and religious values. It may involve more formal courtship rituals, family involvement and religious values, and a focus on marriage as an ultimate goal. So in most cases, when a Nigerian dates, it's usually more focused on marriage. That is what usually happen. In some communities, right, arranged marriage are still practiced, although modern dating is becoming more common in Nigeria now. So, but I will say that this arranged marriage is still a thing among the elites in Nigeria. Then the third thing I will talk about is gender role. In Estonia, gender equality is highly valued in Estonia. Men and women are generally seen as equals in relationships, and both parties are expected to contribute equally to the dating process. It is common for women to initiate contact or ask someone out in Estonia. Remember, I told you that even all these kids are, in most cases, usually the first people to approach you. I'm telling you, it has happened to me before. You understand? Like, I was working one day and a girl just came to me and said, you are very strange. You are very strange. Yeah, it's a Russian girl. What she meant by you are very strange is that she was trying to tell me you are very strong, but in this part of the world, their English is not so good, so they just say it the way it's possible for them to say it because they don't speak good English like that. So at that time, this girl was 19 years old and I was in my mid 30s at that time. Can you imagine? See the differences between the age. And this girl approached me and was telling me, I like you, you are very strong. Can we be friends? You know, that kind of a thing. We actually became friends, but from distance because she's too young for me, you know, that kind of a thing. Because I remember at the point she was trying to tell me that she can come and greet me in my house, and I was like, no, 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 no. You don't come and greet me in my house, please. You understand? So because I understand where this is going when she said that. But in Nigeria, traditional gender roles are more prevalent in Nigeria, although it can vary depending on the specific culture or specific cultural background and individual beliefs. So this can be individuals, then it can also be based on cultural beliefs as well. Men often take the lead in pursuing a woman under normal circumstances. In Nigeria, in Africa generally, we pursue. We believe that men are supposed to be hunters. So we are supposed to be the one that should chase the girl. So men often take the lead in pursuing women, and there may be certain expectations regarding behavior and responsibilities based on gender. So the gender thing is like men are more superior. That's the belief in Nigeria generally. Then the fourth thing I will talk about is meeting places. You understand, where it is possible for you to meet somebody to date. So I've mentioned some part of it before, but I want to buttress on it very well. So in Estonia, dates can take place in various settings, right? Such as cafes, restaurant, parks, or cultural events. Activities like hiking, biking, or exploring nature are also popular, especially due to Estonia's natural beauty. So all those places is possible for you to, go for dates in all these places I mentioned. Whereas in Nigeria, the common meeting places for dates in Nigeria can include restaurants, cinemas, shopping centers, or cultural events. However, the specific activities and venues can vary depending on the region and individual preferences. Actually, where we go for dates is not too much of a difference between how Estonia also do it, just slight difference between it. Now, PDAs, that's the fifth one I'm going to talk about. That is public display of affection. In Estonia, public display of affection, such as holding hands or kissing, are generally accepted and common in Estonia. There is more liberal attitude towards physical affection in public places. Like guys, you will literally see even people, teenagers, kissing in the public place, at the bus stop, anywhere in public. Like this is common. Inside the tram, inside the train, wherever. Talk about it. Inside the buses, they are kissing like they don't care. That's how they do it in Estonia, and we know, we that have been here for quite a while, we understand now that that is how they do it. Whereas Nigeria tends to have a more conservative approach to public display of affection. While it varies among individuals and regions, there is generally a more reserved attitude towards physical intimacy in public. You understand? That's just the way Nigeria is. So it is important to note that these differences and generalizations and individual experiences and preferences may vary within countries. So everybody needs to go and understand that. But I'm going to issue a warning to the newcomers or the new students in Estonia. Let me tell you one thing. Most of my friends in Estonia they are white people. Let me just say that. Like there are so many Estonians that are my friends, and 95% of them are females. Because from my own experience of 7 years, females tends to be more open to friendship in this country than males. I'm telling you that. I'm just saying from my own personal opinion and my own personal experience. It is more easier to make friends with female Estonians than male Estonians. Probably because I'm a man or something. I don't know. But yeah, that is what I've discovered. So 95% of them are my friends. So you need to understand all the points that I've listed above, most especially their culture, their customs and tradition before you start dating. Then you need to know the law, because the guy in the video that I shared at the beginning did not understand the law of UK. That was why I was chatting with underage underage girls. You understand? So you need to know the law. It's funny to say that recently, a few years ago, they passed the law that the um, sexual consent age in Estonia is 14 years. But I believe that a person with common sense, if you are 30 years old, 25, 28, 30, 35 and above, you now want to go and be sleeping with a 14-year-old girl because you believe that the law said sexual consent age is 14 years old. Come on, that's absurd. So if you want to date anybody, make sure you date somebody that is an adult, full-grown adult, or somebody that is close to your age. That will be my own advice for you. There is no offense or anything bad in dating Estonians. I have quite a number of friends that are dating Estonians, and they are even registered partner or they are married to Estonians, and they are happy in their union. So you need to just do things in the right way. Don't do things out of ignorance. And then when you get to a place, ask questions from people who have been there before you so that you can know how to conduct yourself. You understand? So that will be my advice for you as regards dating in Estonia for newcomers. So thank you so much. I'll see you again next time. Peace out.